Bringing the time on Link FM to just before 2:15. And as promised, I've got Simba on the line. Hi there, Simba.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. How are you doing? Where are you, by the way? Gerber, Cape Town, Durban?
I'm in Joburg. I'm based in Joburg. I'm a Joburg boy, always been, hey? 21 years.
Ach, no, come on, man. Joburg, why? Why not the coast? You should be living at the coast.
You know what? As much as Cape Town's got the mountain, Joburg can buy the mountain.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're in East London. East London, we don't have no big mountain or anything here, but how's Simba doing today?
Simba's doing great, actually. Simba's doing good.
Good. Well, somebody in the office had a really corny question for me to ask you. I'm not going to do it. I'm sure you might know. You might have had a lot of... it's a connotation to do with your name. He wanted me to find out what's your favorite flavor. And I thought, no, I'm not going to ask you that, so I won't ask you that. Simba, welcome.
I'm a chutney man.
You're a chutney man? Okay, I'll tell him. He's at the office at the moment, but I'll tell him that you're a chutney man. Right, now tell us, before we're going to talk about the Heart Foundation just now and the I Love campaign, but I want to find out first, what is it like being a top billing presenter? I mean, it's everybody's dream.
You know what, it is really great, you know. At the beginning, I mean, I've always thought this was my dream, it was my destiny, you know, just a gift from God, you know.
Yep.
So just got to appreciate every single day.
Awesome. Well, it is a gift, it's a blessing. But I must tell you one thing, you beat me to it as well. I also went through the whole thing. I'm in Port Elizabeth on a very rainy day. I arrived at the audition soaking wet, but it went very well. I enjoyed it, and then I heard some guy named Simba was like the front runner and whatever.
Did you audition with Lauren Munga from East?
Not with her, but I think she was the day after me. I was on the Friday, and I think she auditioned on the Saturday. She was from Algoa.
Okay.
Yeah, but well done, man. It must be a wonderful lifestyle. Is it nerve-wracking? I mean, had you done something like this before? Or did you just go along there with a dream?
Not at all. It was just a case of, you know what, let me try my luck and see what happens. There were so many times I was sitting in that line and I thought, you know what, I'm not supposed to be here. Let me just walk and save myself the embarrassment. And I just thought, let me take the risk and see what happens. And, you know, it worked out for the best.
Awesome, man. And is it not nerve-wracking? I mean, when you sit in front of Jamie Foxx and you think, wow, little old me, I'm going to talk to Jamie Foxx now.
You know, the thing is, when I did that, because we had red carpet interviews with them, and they were so relaxed then, and then we had the after party with them, and we were partying with them, and they were just so relaxed. So when we did the one-on-one interviews, it was just so much easier to talk to them and get the most that you can out of them for the show. So, but as you know, you still get a little nervous, you know. You think you're asking the right questions here because, you know, sometimes these stars they can think, you know, I don't really want to ask a question now, or just, you know, not give you a good answer.
Exactly. What's been the highlight so far?
I was definitely Brazil. I had an interview actually, and asked me, where would you like to go and who would you want to interview? And I said, I'd love to go to Brazil and interview Jamie Foxx. And an hour later, my production manager said, you're going for the world premiere of the movie Rio in Brazil.
Wow.
And you're interviewing Anne Hathaway, Jamie Foxx, well, I am.
Awesome.
So it was perfect time.
Absolutely awesome. And food, I'm sure you must have eaten quite a bit of strange food in the last month or two.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like, we went to Norway. That was my first overseas trip on the job. And, like, you taste all these strange fruits and whatnot, and, you know, to them, sometimes food tastes really good, and you kind of like, okay, it tastes a little strange food, but obviously they're used to eating it. I mean, I'm sure someone come here from America, they eat biltong for the first, and they're kind of like, okay, what is this?
What's the strangest thing you've had to eat so far?
The strangest thing?
Yeah, most unusual.
Ooh, actually, there's nothing been really too strange. Nothing fear factor like.
Not yet. Okay, we spoke to Joanne Strauss a while back, and she's eaten some very odd things in her time. So your time is probably still coming.
It's still coming. They're just breaking me in nicely, huh?
I think so. Listen, eating all this stuff, how does it affect your lifestyle, Simba? Because I know that you've always had a very healthy approach to life.
Yeah, I've always had a healthy approach to life. I mean, being very sporty, so eating health is, you know, very important. I mean, doing sport and whatnot, but there's also for your own health and your own well-being. And, you know, being on the road all the time, it is difficult. On the show, you're forced to eat certain foods, and you know you're on a bit of a diet, you're on an eating plan, you're trying to keep healthy, and you have to, but then you kind of have to make up for it afterwards.
Okay. And that all brings me, of course, to the story of your heart. How do you look after your heart? You're an ambassador, one of the ambassadors for the Heart Foundation at the moment with the I Love This campaign. What do you do to look after your heart?
You know, there's so many different things that you can do to look after your heart, and it's just, you have to have a balance in life. Like little simple things like exercising daily, you know, it strengthens your heart, helps increase good cholesterol in your blood. I mean, for those smokers out there, you can stop smoking, limit your alcohol in. And the other thing is, you don't have to be overweight or be diabetic or be old to get heart disease. So you always need to constantly take care of your body, and your heart will look after you.
I believe the statistics are quite scary. 1 in 3 men and 1 in 4 women will suffer from a heart condition before they're 60.
See, and that is really scary. I think the reason why I joined this campaign is because my grandfather actually passed away from heart disease. And a close friend of mine almost did pass away, and so it is really scary statistics, because I think people are very ignorant of heart disease itself. I think people want to see or feel a disease to know that it actually is there. And when with something with like heart disease, you don't know that your heart is, going through all this until the last minute.
Yeah, and very often it's the silent killer, and it'll be the heart attack or something drastic that will alert you to that fact. And
exactly. I mean, so often now with the food that we eat in society, you see kids younger and younger dying of heart diseases, and that's really scary. So it's just a case of you changing up your diet and just looking after your health and well-being. Having a balance in your life is very important.
So it's eating properly, exercising, and getting off the couch.
Definitely.
But now what about
getting off the couch is the hardest part.
But what about top billing? Are you saying we can't watch top billing then? Exercise instead.
No. See, that's your rest after gym.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So from 6:30 to 7:30, you're in the gym. As soon as you get home, you can watch top billing.
And that's on what night of the week?
It changed to Tuesdays now, actually. Tuesday, 7:30, SABC3.
I saw that. I must say, I didn't know it was on Tuesday. And I saw a promo on Tuesday afternoon for it. And I thought, no, man, that's a mistake. I thought, okay, it's changed. So Tuesday night.
I think it was a good change, though, because everyone's out on Puza Thursday and they can watch top billing.
Simba, just briefly, tell us about Simba before top billing. Where do you come from? Where did the dream start? What was the road like leading up to top billing?
The road. My parents were missionaries from Zimbabwe. Moved to South Africa when I was 1 year old, and they've been doing missionary work for the past 21 years. And then doing missionary work, I actually did a little stint for them. I had like a one-liner when I was 8 years old, and it was for a charity organization for kids. And I still remember the liner was, "It's for kids, by kids, and any kid can join." And I think from that day I was hooked, and I always knew that TV was for me. I always had these little dreams of how I could get on TV, do like random things on YouTube. Like the guy who does MTN adverts now, Mr. Gerber, he was discovered on YouTube, and I thought, okay, cool, that's the one. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put videos on YouTube, someone's going to watch me, someone's going to say, okay, that guy's got it. And as I was about to start doing it, top billing rocked up.
Wow, so you never got to put the YouTube video on? No, man, we could find that. Imagine finding that now.
The thing is, a lot of people assume that I was this confident young man throughout, high school, primary school. But I was always the guy who wanted to be on stage, but I was always too scared to. And only over the past few years, I kind of had to gain my confidence and be like, you know what, you can actually do this. Just put yourself out there. You've got nothing to lose.
Samba, can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
How you're talking about lack of confidence and everything. I know a lot of people have struggled with that. How has your faith affected your confidence? How has your faith helped you build your confidence? Let's put it that way.
How it helped build me my confidence?
Has it helped at all?
It definitely has. I think it's just a simple thing. Like, if you can't love yourself, how's the public out there supposed to love you? And I struggled for a while. I was, I did not like myself at all, and I had to learn to love myself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with loving yourself. It's just the point of how far you take it. But I had to start loving myself again and being confident in who I am and look in the mirror and be like, you know what, you are good looking. You can do this. I don't know how many things for auditions I would see, and I say, we're looking for a tall, dark, and handsome young man, good looking, to come audition for this TV show. And the moment I'll see good looking, I'll turn the page and say, that's not for me. So for me, it's helped me a hell of a lot, because now I can actually go up there and be like, you know what, it's either a case of these people won't like me or they will, And I think if you're too scared about what people think, you're not going to do anything. I always think to myself, if everyone cared so much about what people thought, no one would do anything.
Exactly. I read something the other day. What other people think of you is none of your business. It sounds a bit funny, but when you think about that, it's rather deep. It's got nothing to do with you. People must think what they want and say what they want.
Exactly. I mean, you have to teach people how to treat you. And if you don't treat yourself well, how's the normal man on the street supposed to treat you?
Exactly. Hey, Simba, good speaking to you, man. I could speak all day. What's the future like? What is the dream? Is there a dream? Do you have some sort of focus for the future? Where to? I mean, top billing's not going to last forever.
Yeah, the focus for me now, I'm just studying my BCom accounting degree, so I want to get my degree and hopefully get my MBA in the future. I've got a whole lot of prospects and business that I'd like to take care of and have to, pursue out there. But I think I also love to get into radio. I think that's something I've always wanted to get into. Radio is something, because I think I have the voice for it, not exactly the face, but the voice for radio. And I think it'll be nice for me to get into radio.
Radios, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still, yeah.
Some of you there. Okay, it's sort of cut off. Your last word cut off. But radio is awesome. TV, they say that the pictures are better on radio. No, come on, serious. Think about that, because they'll listen to the radio and they'll hear the announcer on the radio, and you might picture him with blonde hair. Somebody else will picture him with black hair, and someone else will say, oh, he's an overweight guy. Somebody else will say, no, he's a skinny guy. And that's why the pictures are better on radio. You use your imagination a lot more. It's to do with the theater of the mind.
Like I met the team from the Fresh Drive, and I thought Catherine from 5FM was blonde and tall, and I thought Owen was I thought he was white, and then I discovered he was colored. So you do really use your imagination. There's another thing with TV as well. When people see me, they're like, we didn't know you were that tall.
Talking about tall, I mentioned to somebody today that Jeannie D is actually quite short. I don't know whether she likes that said in public, but she is. She's a short little lady. Short, petite little lady. Am I right? Can you confirm that? Oh,
yes, she is short. I don't know if people can go Google Simba Mary. There's a picture of me standing next to Jeannie, and I'm resting my arm on top of her head.
Okay.
Because she was that short.
I will look for that.
She is that short.
She is.
I'm 6'2", and so she comes just underneath my shoulder.
Wow. Simba, thank you so much, man. Tell them all we say hello and pop down to East London sometime.
Yes, definitely. I'd love to pop in.
I've got two last questions. The first one, for all the starstruck young people listening this afternoon, is it all it's made out to be? What is the whole fame thing all about? Is it just an illusion? Is it real? Do you feel like a normal person?
Well, you know what? I think it depends what country. I think South Africa is completely different to what you see. You can't go watch Channel E and expect that top billing stars live like that. No, not at all. Because in South Africa, there's not much money in entertainment as there is in America or whatever it is. But it is glamorous to a point, and there are pros to the job.
Yeah.
But I think if you don't have a passion for it, and you're going to think, okay, everything's going to be hunky dory, there's going to be someone waiting on me hand and foot, then you're sorely mistaken, because it's not like that at all. So I think you have to have the passion for it if you want to stick to it.
And your privacy, has that suffered in any way? Can you walk into a shop and stuff like that?
I can't. I think it's not bad. Like if I walk in a store, like the people that recognize me, like, oh hey, we love what you're doing. But I don't mind people walking up to me. I love it actually, because when you do the show, you don't get an immediate response from the audience. You have to wait for the normal man on the street to be like, you know what, I love this insert when you did this, this, and that. So it's nice to be appreciated by the public, you know. Like, yes, your boss loves what you're doing, but you want to know that the normal man on the street says, okay, you know what, the guy's actually really good at what he does.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Samba, thanks very much. What's the one I always end off an interview with is, what have you, the most important thing that life has taught you?
Chase the dream and don't give up on it.
Okay. Dream and don't give up on it. And grow through the lack of confidence, as you said, when you grew.
Exactly.
Okay.
You need to learn to love yourself. That's all.
Okay. Samba, thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you very much.
And keep well, and keep supporting the Heart and Stroke Foundation. By the way, your link, your sticker. You have a sticker. Where have you stuck your sticker? The I Love This sticker.
I actually stuck it on my sister. stuck it on my sister, and it was a picture of us training in the gym. So, but I want to urge all the listeners out there to go to the nearest Clicks or the nearest Life Hospital and get the sticker for £5. You know, in support of a really good cause. You know, it could really save someone's life if you just get in your car and help support this great cause.
Okay, that's at Clicks. It's until the end of April, I think, and they're £5 each. Buy a sticker, stick it on what you love, and show that you care.
Exactly, and that's what you give to the car guard when you park your car. So, I mean, it's not too much to ask for.
There we go. Simba, thank you so much, and all the best, eh?
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Keep well.
Cheers, eh?
Bye-bye.
97.1